What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm August Dragoon, and Survivor Series is just this Sunday, literally 2 days after I am recording this video. I'm recording this after SmackDown. But yeah, with Survivor Series being this Sunday, I thought I'd go ahead and get my predictions out there. I mean, there's not really much to talk about with the matches, maybe a few, but there really has not been a good build-up whatsoever, except for maybe Big E and Roman Reigns and Charlotte and Becky. There's been a decent build-up for those two matchups, but the other ones, there really hasn't been any build up, so we're just gonna quickly go through that. I mean, this video probably won't even be that long, but I'm gonna quickly go through the matches, who's in the matches, and give you my predictions. So let's go ahead and get into the predictions. But before we do, go subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet, and also if you enjoy the video, hit that thumbs up button. Before we get into the other matches, I want to talk about the dual-branded Battle Royal, and let's take a look at the field so far in this matchup. I think this is the whole match. We got Ricochet, T-Bar, Mansoor, Cesaro, Street Profits, Viking Raiders, R-Truth, Drew Gulak, AJ Styles, Omos, Sami Zayn, Humberto, Angel Garza, Apollo Crews, Commander Aziz, Otis, Chad Gable, Shelton Benjamin, Cedric Alexander, Dolph Ziggler, Robert Roode, Jinder Mahal, and Shanky. And I am not sure. I don't know who's going to win this. I definitely could see Ricochet, Cesaro, AJ Styles, Sami Zayn, Apollo, Robert Roode, Chad Gable. I could see a lot of people winning this, but I don't know. I'm going with either Cesaro or Ricochet. Those are definitely my two picks. I mean, maybe AJ and Sami. I'm not sure. Definitely one of those four I think are going to win this Battle Royal at Survivor Series this Sunday. Now let's get into both the 5-on-5 elimination matches. Let's start things off with the women's match, where Team Raw consists of Queen Zelina, Carmella, one half of the women's tag team champions, Rhea Ripley, the number one contender to the Raw Women's Champion, Liv Morgan, and the former SmackDown Women's Champion, Bianca Belair, taking on Sasha Banks, the team captain, Sasha Banks, Natalya, Toni Storm, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, and honestly, this is going to be a really good matchup. Both teams are stacked, but it just depends on whether each team can coexist. You know, Team Raw really aren't getting along. The only two that really have gotten along is Queen Zelina and Carmella, just because they were friends on SmackDown. They had a fatal 5-way match to determine Becky's number one contender, and then it ended up being Liv Morgan, and Bianca's dealing with Doudrop as well at the moment. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays into the matchup. And Team SmackDown, literally nobody's getting along, especially Sasha and Shotzi. You know, Tegan really hasn't had a chance not to get along with anyone because she just got at it not that long ago. But as for who do I think is going to win, I don't know. You know, Toni Storm got added in there after Aaliyah got taken out, so I don't know. That right there is a good replacement, I think. But for this matchup, I think Team SmackDown might have the better talent. Like, I don't know. I mean, they definitely have the better experience with Natalya and Sasha. You know, you have Shayna Baszler. She can literally break everybody's arm in this matchup. Shotzi, she has been great since turning heel against Sasha Banks. And Toni Storm is just absolutely phenomenal in the ring. Natalya is great in the ring. SmackDown is really good. I mean, everybody on Raw is really good as well. But for this matchup, I'm going with Team SmackDown winning at Survivor Series. And yeah, I don't know who's going to take the pinfall. I feel like it could possibly, and it should possibly be either Shayna, Shotzi, or Toni taking the pinfall in this matchup. Now moving on to the 5-on-5 men's elimination matchup. I mean, just look at this. This match is just absolutely stacked. I mean, look at Team Raw. We got Austin Theory, the newcomer. We have the former WWE champion, Bobby Lashley, who wasn't even originally supposed to be in the matchup, just like Austin Theory as well. Austin Theory replaced Rey Mysterio, and Bobby Lashley beat Dominic to replace him in that matchup. And I really don't know what's going on there at all, because Adam Pearce and Sonya literally seem like they both want Raw and SmackDown to win at the same exact time, so I don't really understand what's going on there. But the rest of Team Raw consists of Kevin Owens, Seth freaking Rollins, and Finn Balor. I mean, this team is just stacked. And then we go over to the SmackDown side, and this team is just stacked as well. I mean, we have Sheamus, Jeff Hardy, who's a legend in the Survivor Series 5-on-5 elimination matchups, Drew McIntyre, King Woods, and Happy Corbin, which I honestly not a fan of him being on the team. I would have rather had Sami Zayn stay on the team and Baron get taken off. I mean, I'm just not a fan of Happy Corbin. Like, when he was broke and he was doing that, it was Corbin's best work. But as for who do I think is going to win this matchup, I don't know. You know, Sami Zayn was supposed to be in it. Sheamus took his place. You know, Jeff Hardy beat Sami, got him out of the matchup. So I don't know. Both teams are really stacked, but it's hard to bet against Team Raw. I mean, when you have Seth Rollins, Lashley, Austin Theory, Kevin Owens, and Finn Balor on the same team, it is hard to bet against them. So I am definitely going with Team Raw winning this matchup for the men at Survivor Series. I don't know who's going to take the pinfall. Honestly, it could be really anybody. I'm not sure how long Austin Theory is going to last as well, but it's definitely going to be a great matchup. I mean, it's going to definitely be hard to see Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins working together, Kevin Owens and Finn Balor working together, but we're going to see what it's like at Survivor Series, and I definitely don't see Seth Rollins sacrificing himself this year. I'm going with Team Raw beating Team SmackDown in the men's. The first championship matchup I want to talk about is the United States champion Damian Priest versus Shinsuke Nakamura. There's not really much to talk about because there really was not any build to this matchup. They just announced it. They haven't interrupted each other or even did anything on TV together. So I don't know. All I know is that this matchup is going to be so good. I mean, Damian Priest is so good in the ring. He has been great as United States champion. Shinsuke really hasn't done much as Intercontinental Champion, so I don't know. This one's going to be hard to predict. Like I said, I think this match is going to be the one to steal the show. Yes, I know we still have Charlotte, Becky, Roman, Big E, but I feel like this matchup could really steal the show. I mean, both these men are absolutely great in the ring, but I don't know. With Damian Priest being United States Champion, I feel like they are probably going to have him win. They've been making Shinsuke look good, but honestly, sometimes they make him lose to make younger talent look good, even though he is the Intercontinental Champion. This title reign for him has not been good, and it is definitely not his fault. It is definitely the booking's fault. Like, it could be way better, but I feel like Damian Priest needs this win more, to elevate himself as a star, even though he is already almost there. So I'm going with my boy D Priest here for the win. I mean, honestly, I think it's going to be a good matchup. I think it's going to steal the show, and I think Priest is going to win. Now let's talk about the Raw Tag Team Champions, RK Bro, taking on the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos. This matchup is going to be really good. It's the first time ever that these two teams are going to face off. I mean, they've never faced off at all, which I'm pretty excited for. RK Bro has been really entertaining. The Usos have been entertaining as well with the bloodline. I don't know. This matchup's going to be really good, but there really hasn't been any build-up with them. They had like a 6-man tag match on this past Monday on Raw with Big E and Seth Rollins. That was literally the only interaction that they have had. So I don't know. I mean, both teams are great, but the Usos are just in a league of their own right now. I mean, they are proving why they are the best tag team in the world, I think. And I'm going with the Usos winning this matchup. I mean, RK Bro is good, but I just don't know how much longer they're going to last as champions. But this matchup should still be entertaining. Little and Orton are very entertaining as a tag team. It's going to be cool to see what they do in the ring with the Usos. But I'm going Usos winning this matchup here at Survivor Series. I can't bet against the Usos like ever. And now to the match that honestly could possibly main event. Charlotte Flair, the SmackDown Women's Champion, versus the Raw Women's Champion, the man Becky Lynch. And we really have not seen a one-on-one match with these two in a while, since like 2018. Wait, maybe 2018, maybe 2019. I'm not sure. It's been a while, but these two always put on great matchups. I literally don't care if they're not friends right now or anything. They always put on great matchups. And I don't know, that backstage incident that they had, I don't know. I feel like this is way too personal. And then that video package on tonight, as I'm recording this, was amazing. It definitely brought the hype level up for me for this matchup, and I cannot wait to see these two battle. They have not fought really that much, honestly, and I have seen these two fight for the SmackDown Women's title live before a couple years ago. It was like the dark match, and it was a really great matchup, so I have seen these two fight live before, and honestly, I cannot wait for this matchup. I think it's going to be really good, and I mean, the anticipation and the hype level has definitely gone up, so I am not betting against the man Becky Lynch. I think the man Becky Lynch takes this matchup here at Survivor Series and beats the Queen. And now the match that everybody's probably been waiting for in this video, Big E versus Roman Reigns, WWE Champion versus Universal Champion. Both these men have had amazing years. Honestly, Big E winning Money in the Bank, cashing in on Bobby Lashley, winning that WWE Championship, and Roman Reigns has just been on a different level. He's honestly one of the best wrestlers in the world, I may add. I don't know. In WWE, I definitely think so. This is going to be really good. You know, if this is the main event, that means Roman will be main eventing Survivor Series 2 years in a row. He fought against Drew McIntyre a year ago, and that matchup absolutely tore the building down, and I expect this matchup to as well. Now, I don't know who's going to win this. I mean, I really want Big E to win, but I don't know. My gut's telling me Roman Reigns, but I want Big E to win. I'm not sure, but how did we get to this matchup? That's the question. Well, Roman Reigns and the Usos have been basically feuding with the New Day, and the Usos and Roman, the Usos kind of broke or snapped Kofi's leg and took Kofi out, and Kofi had to have surgery, and that just left King Woods to deal with the bloodline, and that has not gone well for him. You know, he's beaten Jimmy where Jimmy was supposed to kneel, but Roman Reigns got involved. Pretty sure that was when Kofi's knee got screwed up as well. And this past Friday on SmackDown, we saw King Woods' crown get destroyed, his scepter, his throne, and his cape or whatever it is called. We saw that get destroyed by the bloodline, and Woods was not happy. He watched his crown get snapped, and then backstage, he basically challenged Roman to come out to the ring. And what do we know? One of the Usos got thrown out of the backstage area. Another one came out, and next thing you hear Big E's music, and Big E just comes out, and everything just goes crazy. At the end of the night, Big E and King Woods were standing tall. And I don't know, with just that, Kofi being taken out, Woods being taken out, Roman has made this personal. I mean, Roman has not lost at all. Roman has not lost at all in a very, very long time. But I don't know. I want my gut's telling me Big E. Actually, no, my gut's telling me Roman Reigns. My heart's telling me Big E. And honestly, my prediction is they're just going to steal the show, and either one of them is going to win, because I cannot predict this one because I really want Big E to win. But in my gut, Roman's going to win. So I don't know. Can I just predict both of them are going to win? And you want to know who's going to win? The fans are going to win, because this matchup is going to be really great. So yeah, that is the end of my predictions of Survivor Series. If you enjoyed them, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go subscribe right now for more content like this. When pay-per-views for WWE, AEW, and possibly Impact come around, I don't know. It just depends. I usually just watch WWE and AEW ones. I need to get into watching other ones. I watch the big Impact pay-per-views. I've watched Slammiversary and Bound for Glory this year. So it just depends on the pay-per-view and if I'm going to watch it or not. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Hopefully you enjoy these predictions, and hopefully you enjoy Survivor Series Sunday.